Wow, it's day 2 and I'm already talking about the weather. It's not a good sign, but it's on my mind. So I know, I know. I have no place talking about the weather. I live in Florida. Um, so it's like negative 28 degrees right now in North Dakota. So what do I know? Well, I'll tell you what I know. I know that it gets pretty freaking hot here. It gets, highs of 98 and sometimes higher in like extreme summers, but 98 with humidity, which makes it feel even hotter. We have insane humidity here. So that means it's not even hotter than like that 98 degrees, but it's more miserable because it's horribly uncomfortable. So for it to be snowing in some parts of Florida up north and for it to feel like 30 degrees here, that is a pretty big swing. And that's why it's on my mind right now, because it's rainy and it's chilly and it's cold, and I'm not complaining at all. I actually really love it. And what's cool about it is that it's so unique and different to what we're used to here that it's kind of fun. But at the same time, it is a big shock to our system. And yeah, because our bodies aren't acclimated to it. And, it is just cold. But I think it's pretty well known that extreme temperatures or temperatures feel more extreme here than other parts of the country, mainly because of our humidity levels. Because humidity can make hot temperatures feel hotter and cold temperatures feel a lot colder. So, yeah, that's a big part of it too. But again, like I'm not claiming anything here. I'm not claiming like anything about the cold. I'm just talking about it because it's on my mind. But I wanted to talk about the feels like temperature. What it like, I get it. I get what it is. I get that obviously there's a temperature, and then if you add other things to it, like wind or whether or not there's sunlight or humidity and all of that, can adjust the feels like temperature. But when they're telling you what the temperature is, why can't they just tell you what the temperature is, what it feels like, versus what the thermometer says? And why doesn't the thermometer feel the same things that we feel just because we have skin? Come on. Why is it a thing? Because I cannot tell you how many times I go outside thinking it's one temperature and then it's always like 10 degrees different. And I have to go back inside and redress for the actual temperature that it is that day. I mean, obviously I'm being facetious. You can't change science. But we need to think about having feels like be the official, that's what it is, and then the actual temperature be smaller. It just needs to switch. That's my rant for today. That is my pledge. That is just, the box I'm standing on, is we need to change. We need to flip the temperature versus the field like temperature size on the weather apps. Okay? I don't know what the word is, but that's what I'm going for here. I'm putting that out there. Maybe it'll happen. So what else can we talk about the weather? I don't know. Tell me where you live. Tell me what your temperature is. Tell me what your feels like temperature is to you, more importantly, obviously. And yeah, I just hope everybody's staying warm and cozy and can actually appreciate and enjoy it versus just being completely miserable. I can't even imagine living somewhere where it's a negative 28 degrees. I don't know. How do you do it? I think that people up north are built tough, like tougher. I say that, but then, obviously living in like a hair blow dryer is quite challenging, but I still don't have to get up every day and do anything with snow. I think I watch these videos sometimes of like fails or like, these funny videos of people falling and things like that, just on the internet. But whenever I see somebody who's just walking to their car in the morning and falls because it's icy, I think those people, I pray for them. I love them. I have so much respect for anybody who lives in an icy, cold, wintry place. I mean, you're just tougher. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to anybody else who lives here in Florida, because I totally understand that and agree with that. I was actually born in North Carolina, and I lived through a little bit of snow, and my parents obviously had to deal with that, and they were miserable. My mother actually grew up in North Dakota, and in the ice and snow and everything, and she hates the winter here in Florida. She is miserable whenever it drops like below, I don't know, like 70 degrees. She's ready for the winter to be over. And I always thought that was so funny because she grew up there. But I guess she's just like really over it. And her body's obviously acclimated now to the Florida weather. I don't know. But I'm just curious where you're from, how it is. How do you survive? Like, do you feel tougher if you live up north? And if you're in Florida, in the northern areas where that's, and not just Florida, Texas is getting it, Louisiana is getting it. There's just like this, everybody knows about the snowstorms and stuff coming through. But if you're in any of those states too, let me know. How's it going for you guys? Is it something you're having fun with? Are you hating it? Are you miserable? Anyway, I know it's the second day. It's weather. Here we go. I mean, you're in for a ride in this channel, I guess. Okay, bye.